Hey, thanks for listening to the Welding Tips and Tricks podcast. This is more of a live interview with Jody while he's at FabTech right now. So, how's it going over there, Jody?
Going great. Going great. Just like most FabTechs, it's a lot of visual stimulation, meeting a lot of people, talking to a lot of interesting people, seeing some interesting new products. Lots of fun.
Yeah, I know I'm following everybody on their pictures on Instagram and wishing I was there every single time I see something posting.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Run to the phone and let's see what somebody's
we're
posted
missing.
up. Yeah. I told Aaron B for Bulldog Welding that I had to take depression medication this week because I was looking at everything what was missing on.
I haven't ran into Aaron yet, but I've ran into an awful lot of other. I've met Rush for the first time, today. Today, what I did was, and I didn't even tell either one of these vendors I was going to do it, but what I did was I just said, okay, on the first day I'm going to be at the Strong Hand booth from 11 to noon. Second day I'll be at ESOP from 11 to noon, or however long it takes to talk to everybody, And I had a good crowd. It was good. Lots of folks talking. And so Rush came up and found me at the ESOP booth today, Rush and his wife, along with a bunch of other folks. And also I ran into Cody from Quarter Tilt yesterday, and Dave yesterday, Blackburn, and then today, Mishler Brothers and Cody again, and gosh, who else? I don't remember. It was kind of a blur, but a lot of those guys are here. They've been hanging out at the CK booth a lot doing the razor blade challenge. They said they were going to hang out there for a minute, but they never could get away because people kept, looking them up and coming and everything. I heard that Rush smoked everybody on the razor blade challenge.
Yeah, he did a really good job.
I didn't see the picture, but that's just what I heard.
I heard that Josh Himmer is there, micro arc welder.
Yeah, I might have run. No,
he's around there somewhere.
I'll have to look him up. So tonight, got a little thing lined up. Going to have dinner with Ivan from Lincoln again, JD and his wife, Paul from ZT Fab, and a few other people. Shane Doc Love. So that should be fun.
Have you seen anything that's new and great?
I've been trying to cover some territory, but I have to talk to so many people. And I want to, so I don't want to, that's what I'm here for. Talk to people and all that stuff. It's just hard to cover any territory and get any footage down, but I did a few clips this morning of the Fronius battery powered TIG stick welder. And then also did get to spend a little time looking at the new Rebel, the new 235 Rebel. And I popped by the Abacore Benzel booth, and they just were speaking horribly about Jonathan there. And the guy did ask me, Jonathan Lewis? I said, yeah. I said, he speaks very well of your MIG guns and stuff. He said, well, he better. So lots of people that I'm running into are listening to the podcast, so that's really encouraging.
That's good.
Good.
Mm-hmm. So, you guys know I've been to probably close to 25 of these things, and they, they're, in a way, they look all alike, but once you dig a little deeper, you learn stuff, you meet people, you learn stuff about people, and find out you knew people you didn't even know, and there's always some new stuff that if you pay attention. So I'm trying to do that. I'm just spending a lot of time shaking hands and talking to people, also. So we'll see what happens. I intended to shoot a video like FabTech highlights, but I got hardly anything done on that so far. So we'll see what happens there.
Yeah.
If that doesn't get done, it doesn't get done. I'd honestly rather talk to people.
Yeah, just talk to people and have fun.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Gosh, what have I seen that is new? There's something they're calling a tactical welder. It's a backpack welder with a spool gun and battery pack, I guess. It's strictly a little MIG flux core type. It's got a little small CO2 bottle in there, and it's not even to market yet, but they're trying to introduce it. It looks a lot like the old, like the Ready welder. If you guys ever remember seeing that ran off batteries or a welding machine.
I've heard of it.
Yeah, it kind of looked like the spool is in the bottom of the pistol grip of the gun, and they've been pushing those a long time, and it was strictly like I said, either batteries or pretty much any power source it would run off of. So it kind of looks like that. Maybe they've taken a different turn, try to just make it calling it the tactical welder and making it something that just for doing emergency repairs in remote locations, because it is like a backpack, you just got straps and everything on it.
That's different.
That would work. Speaking of batteries, have you seen the Buggo battery-powered bug, little track bug?
I may have to swing by the Buggo booth. I've seen it. I've been near there, but I just didn't. I didn't stop. I was going to try to spend some time at the Profax Linco booth, looking at the positioner and learning some details about that. Isn't that the one that you said you got, Jonathan?
Yeah.
I want to look into that deeper.
That's going about the purge hole. I want to know how they recommend, or the through hole there. I want to know how they recommend to plug your gas.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not familiar with that either. I've got a through hole on mine, and I usually just run a hose up to what I'm doing through the hole, but I don't know that there's any. There are other ways to do that. And to come to think of it, that positioner that Roy had on loan that we kind of showed for a minute in a video, was it an MK, Roy?
Yeah.
Didn't it have a through hole with some kind of purge attachment on the underneath?
Yeah, it had a through hole, a small through hole with a purge line that came out the side of the machine.
They're all a little different. But for what I did, just having the through hole would allow me to run a purge hose up inside, piece of tubing or something if I was going round and round with it. So yeah, it's been good. I'm not a Vegas person, but I've enjoyed some good food, good company, walking around the show with JD. It's funny, he's only been like a couple of videos and practically everybody recognizes him as well. It's pretty fun.
Everybody knows who you are when you show your face from Instagram. I actually considered never showing my face on Instagram, but I figured why not?
I was of the same opinion. I don't know how many videos in a row I would do that I never showed my face. I would just show the logo and say, hey, thanks for watching another video. Here we go. But then, eventually you start reading and learning, and it's just, if you're into ever building awareness or a brand or anything like that, I think it helps. It helps also show that, that you are human. There is a human being. It's not a corporation behind something,
And then when you do get a chance to go to, like a FabTech or something like that, you're walking around and you see someone, it's like, hey, there's Jody. Holy mackerel. Superstar.
Yeah.
When you click on the hashtag on Instagram, FabTech 2016 and a few others, you're a popular guy.
Yeah. It's been a lot of fun, but it has been more than every year. The past 3 years, you could tell a difference every year. I guess it's just due to, more saturation, just bombarding everybody with videos. But this year, it is really pretty, it's making it almost hard to do any video. It's just every 2 or 3 minutes, it seems like somebody calls my name and I stop and chat. It's awesome, really. I mean, I'm hearing a lot of stories, people that are starting their own business, or passed a welding test, or just wanted to learn to weld. Most recent guy I ran into just a few minutes ago, he's like, I started with a spool gun and then I just I'm like, you started with a spool gun? Started learning how to weld with a spool gun? That's a tough way to go at it,
Picked up a MIG welder and was like, oh my gosh, this is great.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Bummer.
Yep. But I'm going to continue looking to try to find interesting stuff. Hopefully I'll be able to do some video clips, but no guarantees on that. Anything you guys want me to keep an eye out for?
Nah, just have a great time and say hi to as many people as you can and enjoy yourself, man.
Yeah, I will. Everybody's asking about you guys, and I said, well, they just, their companies wouldn't pony up, and it's kind of it's a big thing to do, to take your own time off and pay your own way and all that, and if nobody's helping out, and they just couldn't make it this year.
Yeah, I'll definitely be making it next year and every year from here on out. This kind of sucks not being there.
So next year it's in Chicago, isn't it?
That's what I heard, yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I looked it up. It is for sure. So it's a 6-hour drive.
Atlanta after that, I think.
I don't know.
Have you guys looked it up? I heard it was, but with that far out, I don't think it's necessarily locked in yet. That it could change. Everybody that came, as a result of me encouraging them to come, and a few people did say that. Say, I came because you recommended it and because you were going to be here and all that. And they're like, this is incredible. This is awesome. I don't, and Rush was like, this is like being 4 or 5 years old at Christmas times 5 for me.
Oh yeah.
He just couldn't wipe the smile off his face hardly. He's just having a blast. So of course he comes. FabTech he ever comes to, he's already a rock star, already busting out the razor blade challenge and all that. So, I'm sure he is enjoying life.
That would be a lot of fun.
See, he brought one of his sample pieces. He welds. Did you get to see it?
I did. Brought those little small Inconel end caps. I don't remember if they're stainless or Inconel. He brought a couple of those, one of them as welded and one of them finished. And then he also brought that little aluminum canister thing, where he has to zip it around and then it does the boss weld on one side. And I didn't realize it, but that thing's only like 2 inches diameter.
Yeah, that's what I said. Somebody shared it on Instagram and holding it in the hand. I'm like, wow.
Which is all the more impressive because I was thinking, I looked at it and I'm like, oh, that's like, but when you see it and hold it in your hand, you're like, okay, yeah. It's dimed in there and it's tight. Yeah, he is. It was funny to talk to him because he is really just giddy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw a lot of Instagrammers came this year, and it's like, wow, I hope they get to come next year because I sure like to shake their hand.
Yeah, same here.
I have a lot, and I don't remember all their names. I had one person after another, so I couldn't stop and write or look them up and follow them or anything like that. But hopefully I remember some of them. You guys see the lady SCW?
Yeah, SCW, yeah.
Yeah, SCW. Yeah, ran into her yesterday, and that was fun. Fun talking to her. Her and a welding instructor friend of hers stopped by. And I didn't go to the Hard Rock thing last night. I kind of had other things going on, but it seems like everybody had a pretty good time there. That was a thing that Isaac kind of drummed up, and looked like they got a good amount of participation. So that's good. But maybe next time.
Yeah.
I hadn't run into some people that I thought I hadn't run into Jim Watson yet from Arc Zone. I'm sure I will. Of course, I haven't even been to the CK booth. I haven't had time to make it over there yet, but I will. I'll give it a shot.
Sweet. Well, we probably should let you go and get back to the fun.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I wish you guys could be here. It would be even more fun if we could all be going out to dinner tonight and walking the floor tomorrow and all that stuff. But like I said, next time and all the times after that, maybe.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Well, enjoy yourself.
Okay, man. Guys, see you soon.
All right.
All right. Bye.
That's a wrap.